The future belongs to those who adapt fast. The speed at which the world is evolving right now is unlike anything we've ever seen before. New technologies are being introduced, industries are being disrupted overnight, and entire markets are shifting in ways that no one could have predicted just a few years ago. The truth is, what worked yesterday might not work today, and what works today could be obsolete tomorrow. If you're not adapting, if you're not staying ahead of the curve, you're falling behind. And in 2025, falling behind means getting left behind. The people who will win this year are not the ones who cling to old methods, old ideas, or old habits. They are the ones who recognize that adaptation is not optional, it's survival. The ability to pivot, to learn new skills quickly, and to embrace change with open arms is the single greatest advantage you can have. If you resist change, if you wait for things to go back to normal, you will be outpaced by those who move fast and take action before everyone else even realizes what's happening. One of the biggest mistakes people make is believing that what has worked for them in the past will continue to work in the future. That is a dangerous mindset. The world does not care about what used to work. The market does not care about your past success. The only thing that matters is whether or not you are prepared for what comes next. The moment you think you have it all figured out, you've already lost. The winners are those who remain students, who are constantly learning, constantly improving, and constantly evolving. Think about the biggest companies and entrepreneurs who have stood the test of time. They didn't stay relevant by sticking to the same strategies forever. They adapted. Apple didn't stop innovating after the iPod. Amazon didn't just settle for selling books. Tesla didn't just focus on electric cars. They're now leading in AI, energy, and automation. The greatest individuals and organizations never stop evolving, and neither should you. The reason most people struggle to adapt is because change is uncomfortable. It forces you to step into the unknown, to challenge yourself, and to admit that you don't have all the answers. But here's the reality. The most successful people are the ones who embrace discomfort. They lean into uncertainty, knowing that the faster they can adjust to new circumstances, the more opportunities they will create. They don't just react to change, they anticipate it, prepare for it, and use it as fuel to get ahead. In 2025, the ability to learn new skills at a rapid pace will separate those who thrive from those who struggle. AI, automation, digital transformation, these are no longer future concepts. They are happening right now. If you are not actively upgrading your knowledge, sharpening your skills, and staying ahead of industry trends, someone else is, and that someone will take your spot. The moment you stop learning is the moment you start losing. Your success this year will not be determined by how smart you are or how much experience you have. It will be determined by how quickly you can adapt to new situations. Can you pivot when the market shifts? Can you embrace new technology instead of fearing it? Can you recognize opportunities that others overlook? The people who can do these things will dominate. The ones who resist change, who cling to the past, and who are too slow to move will be forgotten. So ask yourself, are you moving fast enough? Are you learning at the speed of change? Are you willing to let go of old beliefs, old strategies, and old habits that no longer serve you? If not, start now, because the future does not belong to the strongest or the smartest. It belongs to those who adapt the fastest. 2. AI won't replace you. Someone using AI will. The rise of artificial intelligence is not coming. It's already here. Every industry, from healthcare to finance to entertainment, is being reshaped by AI in real time. The reality is simple. AI is not just another tool, it's a revolution. It's changing the way we work, think, and solve problems, and if you're not taking advantage of it, someone else will. The winners in 2025 won't be the people who ignore AI or fear it. They will be the ones who master it and use it as an extension of their abilities. Right now, businesses and individuals who understand AI are gaining a massive advantage over those who don't. Companies that leverage AI-driven automation are cutting costs, increasing efficiency, and outpacing their competitors. Individuals who use AI for content creation, coding, data analysis, and decision-making are producing results faster and with greater precision. If you refuse to adapt, you're not competing with AI, you're competing with a person who knows how to use it better than you, and that's a battle you will lose. The biggest mistake you can make is assuming that AI is just a passing trend or something that only applies to tech companies. That mindset is dangerous. AI is not the future, it is the present. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a freelancer, an artist, or a corporate professional, AI will impact your industry. It's not a question of if, but when and how fast. The sooner you accept this, the sooner you can start positioning yourself ahead of the curve. Some people fear that AI will take their jobs, and they're right to be concerned, but here's the truth. AI won't take your job. A person who knows how to use AI will. The difference between those who thrive and those who get left behind will come down to one thing. Who is willing to learn and integrate AI into their workflow? If you can figure that out faster than your competition, you won't just keep your job, you'll be in higher demand than ever. Think about the way the internet changed business. The people who resisted the internet in the early 2000s are the ones who got left behind. Brick and mortar businesses that refused to go digital disappeared. On the other hand, those who embraced e-commerce, digital marketing, and online automation skyrocketed. AI is the next internet. It's going to create entirely new industries and wipe out those who refuse to adapt. The question is, are you going to ignore it or are you going to use it to level up? One of the biggest advantages of AI is its ability to enhance human creativity, problem solving, and efficiency. It doesn't replace human intelligence, it amplifies it. Whether you're writing, designing, coding, or strategizing, AI can help you do it faster, smarter, and better. The people who win in 2025 will be those who use AI to optimize their workflows, create better solutions, and multiply their impact. Right now, there are two types of people: those who complain that AI is making things too competitive, and those who are learning how to use AI to get ahead. The first group will always struggle because they see AI as a threat. The second group, they will dominate because they see AI as an opportunity. The way you choose to approach AI today will determine where you stand a year from now. Will you be someone who fears change, or will you be the one who leverages it to win? The world is not slowing down. AI is only going to get smarter, more powerful, and more integrated into everyday life. If you're not learning how to use it, you're choosing to fall behind. But if you take the time to master it, to understand it, and to use it to your advantage, you will be unstoppable. You don't get what you want, you get what you execute. Most people convince themselves that they are working hard when in reality they are just staying busy. They read books, watch motivational videos, make to-do lists, and talk about their plans, but none of that matters if there is no execution. Execution is the great separator. It's the reason why two people with the same knowledge, the same opportunities, and the same resources can end up with completely different results. One of them executes, the other just thinks about executing. The truth is, the world does not reward effort, it rewards results. No one cares how many hours you spent planning, how many ideas you brainstormed, or how many times you tried. Results are what matter. People will judge you based on what you accomplished, not what you intended to do. In 2025, the people who win will be the ones who stop making excuses, stop waiting for the perfect moment, and start executing at a level most people can't sustain. The biggest killer of execution is overthinking. So many people hesitate because they want to make sure everything is perfect before they start. They get stuck in analysis paralysis, waiting for the right time or the perfect strategy. But here's the reality: there is no perfect time. And there is no perfect plan. The people who succeed are the ones who start messy, adjust fast, and refine as they go. They don't wait for the conditions to be perfect. They create momentum by taking action. Discipline is what separates the winners from the talkers. You don't need more motivation. You need discipline to execute even when motivation fades. Anyone can work hard when they feel inspired, but can you execute when you're tired, when things aren't going your way, and when no one is watching? That's the real test. The people who win are not the ones who work when they feel like it. They are the ones who work no matter what. There is a reason why execution is rare, because it's hard. Most people are addicted to comfort. They want success, but they're not willing to sacrifice for it. They give up when things get difficult. But the truth is, success belongs to those who push through the hard parts. It's easy to take action when it's fun, but will you execute when it's boring, when it's repetitive, when it feels like nothing is working? That's what determines whether you win or lose. Your habits and daily actions are the ultimate predictors of your success. It doesn't matter what you say you want, it matters what you do every single day. Are you taking consistent, focused action toward your goals, or are you just talking about them? The most successful people in the world are obsessed with execution. They don't just plan, they implement. They don't just think about their goals, they move toward them with urgency. If you want to win in 2025, you must develop an unshakable commitment to execution. Cut out distractions, stop overthinking, take action even when it's uncomfortable, because at the end of the day, you don't get what you want, you get what you execute. Mindset is the ultimate competitive edge. Everything you achieve or fail to achieve starts in your mind. The world is full of people with talent, resources, and opportunities who still fail because they lack the mental toughness to push through adversity. On the other hand, history is filled with examples of individuals who had nothing going for them except an unbreakable mindset, and they went on to win at the highest level. Your mindset is the single biggest factor that determines whether you succeed or get left behind. The reality is that most people operate with a weak, fragile mindset. They fold under pressure. They let fear control them. They see challenges as obstacles instead of opportunities. This is why so many people never reach their potential, because they sabotage themselves mentally before they even take action. The mind will always look for the easy way out. It will always seek comfort. And if you don't train yourself to think differently, you'll be stuck in the same cycles of failure and mediocrity year after year. One of the biggest mindset shifts you must make in 2025 is embracing radical responsibility. Too many people waste time blaming the economy, the government, their boss, or their upbringing for their lack of success. The truth? No one is coming to save you. No one owes you anything. The faster you take full responsibility for everything in your life, the good, the bad, and the ugly, the faster you put yourself in control of your future. Winners don't blame external factors. They adapt. They problem solve. They find a way forward no matter what. Fear is another mindset killer that stops people from taking action. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of stepping outside their comfort zone. But here's the truth. Fear is an illusion. It exists only in your mind. Most of the things you're afraid of will never actually happen. And the ones that do, they won't destroy you. In fact, failure is a necessary part of success. The people who achieve the most are the ones who are willing to fail more than anyone else. If you're not failing, you're not even trying hard enough. Another critical mindset shift is learning to control your emotions. Too many people make decisions based on how they feel in the moment. They quit because they're tired. They procrastinate because they don't feel like working. They avoid hard conversations because it's uncomfortable. But the most successful people operate differently. They act based on principles, not emotions. They do what needs to be done whether they feel like it or not. They control their emotions instead of letting their emotions control them. Resilience is a mindset trait that will determine whether you succeed or fail in 2025. Things will go wrong. You will face setbacks, but the difference between winners and losers is simple. The winners get back up. They don't waste time feeling sorry for themselves. They don't dwell on their failures. They get back to work. The ability to recover quickly from adversity is what separates the people who thrive from the ones who crumble. Mental toughness is built in the moments where most people quit. Gratitude and perspective are also key components of a powerful mindset. It's easy to focus on what's wrong, what's missing, and what's difficult. But if you train your mind to focus on what's possible, what's within your control, and what you've already achieved, you'll operate from a place of abundance rather than scarcity. Winners don't see problems, they see challenges to overcome. They don't complain, they find solutions. This small shift in mindset changes everything. Your mindset is either your greatest asset or your biggest liability. It can push you forward or hold you back. If you want to dominate in 2025, you need to condition your mind like an elite athlete conditions their body. Feed it the right information, challenge your negative thoughts, push yourself beyond what's comfortable. Because in the end, success is not just about skill, intelligence, or luck. It's about who is mentally strong enough to keep going when everyone else stops.